Hello. In the carpool line, I am eating some popcorn. Anyway, I wanted. Well, it's been a minute since I've been on air, like, you know, posting a carpool video. But anyway, I had something on my heart today. I was watching a podcast on YouTube, the Chrisleys, and they were talking about gentle parenting, and they were saying, of course, that, well, not of course, but that they don't believe in it, something like that, basically. So then I was like, neither do I. I don't freaking believe in gentle parenting, especially not these days. I feel like these kids are different, and they need a different type of discipline. Yeah, I mean, like, I play with my son, but I don't play with my son, if you get what I'm saying. He knows what right from wrong. He knows what I won't deal with, and all those things. Like, I don't tap him. But if need be, I will. I'm not trying to be my son's friend, but I definitely want him to know that he can come to me about anything. And that's what I've been trying to teach him, since he was younger, because I feel like my son, he understands what I say. I definitely don't talk to him like he's a baby, because he's not a baby, but I talk to him, in ways that I know that he'll understand. But anyway, I'm not doing no gentle parenting. I honestly don't really want my son hanging out with kids who are being gentle, what would I call it? Gentle parented, whatever. Because I don't want him to think that, well, I'm not going to say that I don't want him to hang around with kids like that, but I want him to know the difference. And I've been, making sure that I teach him the difference. Because just because a child's parent, as an example, may let them stay up during the weeknights, school nights. We don't do that over here. So there's no need to even ask, and he knows to not even ask. Him using his iPad. He has an iPad. I don't care. He has one, and it's come in handy for a very long time. It's been a lifesaver for me. So, yes, he has an iPad, and he's not always on his iPad. He does other things. He loves Legos, building Legos. He loves drawing. But anyway, he does other things besides being on his iPad all day. He's never on his iPad all day. And if he's on his iPad for a while, I will make him take a break and do something else, or put it up. Either way, I just want him to know that, just because you go to someone else's house and they may be able to do all these things that you aren't able to do, know that it's not because I don't want you to do those things, just because it's probably not safe, or we have a schedule at our house. We do things on time at a certain time. So during the week, that's not getting messed up. Unless, like, I take him somewhere. Like the other night, we went to a Harlem Wizards game, a basketball game. So, that went past my time. So, things like that. Like, that's totally different. But if we're just at the house hanging out during the week, like, we're sticking to a freaking schedule, That's what's always worked for me. And if anyone messes that up, that's an issue for me. Now, if you ask me to, like, go do something or whatever, like I said, we don't do much during the week because we have school and we have like I said, stuff that we need to stick to during the week. But on the weekend, sure, if we've planned it ahead of time, don't call me like or text me the day before saying that you want to go do something. Like, I need a notice. First of all, I don't like being around a whole bunch of people because people are crazy these days. So that's number one. Actually, the basketball game the other day was a lot for me. First of all, my back is jacked up, so we had to sit on bleachers. So if I had known, well, I did know that bleachers were involved, but I would have liked to have went up to the top because I need to like lean on the wall. So that was another issue. That was one. But yeah, it was a lot of people. But like I said, I sucked it up so that he could go and enjoy himself, and he had a great time. Yeah, anyway, the whole gentle parenting thing, we're not doing that. And I feel like some of the parents that are doing the gentle parenting probably shouldn't be doing the gentle parenting. But that's my opinion, and we ain't doing it at my house. So, no gentle parenting. Like I said, my son knows right from wrong. I don't have to tap him to get him to do what I need him to do or want him to do, any of those things. Like, he knows when I look at him, or even my tone. I have a boy, so I want him to know we play, but we also don't play. So he knows when I'm playing, and he knows when we ain't playing no more. So anyway, that just crossed my mind because, like I said, it was on the podcast that I was watching, and they were talking about gentle parenting. And that's my opinion on gentle parenting. Like I said, we ain't doing it over here, but again, that's my opinion and what I prefer. So, do you, but we ain't doing that. Another thing that has really been jacking me up is this whole Epstein file situation. Just like the whole, kids situation. Like, I feel like, again, this is my opinion, the pedophiles should be stoned or put under a jail. Not even in jail. Like, not prison. You need to be under the freaking prison. In the dirt. In a pine box, as the boyfriend would say. Like, that's craziness. Like, children are off limits. Children are innocent. Anyone that is in the Epstein files that have done anything with children need to be in prison. Anyone in there had anything to do with children should be in prison. I would say underneath the prison, but I'm sure that's not going to happen. But it's been a lot. A lot of lying and a bunch of craziness. But again, when it comes to children are off limits. Again, they're innocent. The people involved in all the stuff going on with that, they need to be skinned alive. Honestly, that's exactly how I feel about it. Because again, you don't mess with children. Like, I don't even know. I would be in jail. I would be in prison if something were to happen to my child, or if I found out later on that something happened to my child. I'm going to jail. I'm saying that on social media right now. If something were to ever happen to my child, yeah. Put me in, just send me, because it is what it is. I'm hurting somebody for that guy. So, anyway, these were just things that, I ran across today that were on my mind. But, happy Wednesday. Be safe out there, y'all, because it's crazy.